Hi, in this tutorial, I'll explain to you how to work in Git, what are the common standards or preferences that the developers are using. So let's say that here is our Git, the server. So server, Git. So this is the repository on the server. And then at some point you will clone it or somehow get a copy on your machine. And then you will have Git local repository on your machine, local Git. So on your server, you normally have master branch and develop branch. So master branch, the developers usually don't touch that, but the develop branch is there for the developers to use and write their code until it's ready for the release. So once you clone the Git repository from server into your local, you will get both of these branches on your machine as well, master and develop. And when you get a new assignment, then you have to create a new branch called feature branch, and the common standard for it to start naming with word feature. So you have to create the branch from the develop. Don't create it from master. So the develop is your base branch, and then from that you create a new branch. And the naming convention is feature / and the name of the feature. For example, let's say we're building an application for somebody who wants to buy a house, and they want to provide specification about the house that they want to buy. So so user will be providing specifications about the house. So you can say house specification request, or maybe it's a post request because they're asking for something and we will be building it. So something like this. Then you will be working on this feature. You might have multiple commits. Every time you finish some logical unit, it's better to commit it. So let's say you will have commit 1, then later you will have commit 2, then later you will have commit 3, and so on until you finish the feature. So once you finish the feature, you need to, so you committed it, now you need to push your feature to server. So then you will have to issue a command push. And then this will push your code and your feature branch into the server repository. So then we will have something like that: feature house specification post. Not the best name, but I think it serves the purpose. So now your feature branch is here, and when it gets to the server, that's when you can create pull request. You cannot right away merge to develop branch. You have to create pull request first. So then you create a pull request. Maybe let me do it like this. So you trying to create pull request. Oops. You're trying to create pull request to merge your code from your branch into develop branch. So once you create pull request, you can assign a person to review your code, and once you get approved, you can merge your code. However, I missed one step here that is important if you're working, if there are multiple developers working, not just one of you. So once you finish, let me put it in red here. It's kind of important step. So once you finished your coding right here, your feature is finished, you actually might be behind with your code. Your develop branch might have been already updated by some other developer who maybe was working on feature house get to get information about the house. So maybe they finished that feature before you, pushed their code, and now your develop branch is actually behind. So what you have to do first before you push your code here, let me move this down. You cannot push the code here right now. In this case, you will have to wait a little bit and do a couple of steps before you push the code. So step number one that you have to do is, let me draw another line, something like this. So you have to do pull first. You have to pull from the server, pull the newest code into your develop branch. Well, actually, it will pull all of the code, but the develop branch is really the one that's important. So it will pull the code, it will update your develop branch, but that doesn't affect your feature house specification. So your feature house specification is still behind in that code. It still doesn't have everything that this guy pushed into develop earlier. So then you need to merge the develop branch code into your local, into your feature branch. So here you have to issue merge command first before you can push this code in. So you will be merging from house specification post. From this location, you will merge develop branch into this location. I hope this explains how to work with GitHub, and some of the standards that are commonly used in the industry.